Go ahead. I'll do that. People need to stop getting arrested. Getting arrested.
Everybody's happy to me. The weather.
It was warm in bed.
Oh, we should start, right?
It was warm in bed, but
David, are you there? He's saying we should start. So we should start?
Yeah, it should be showing the crowd now.
No.
Okay, that's just the delay.
Oh, wait, hang on. It's my delay, never mind, disregard.
yeah.
Yeah, there's like a 30-second delay between the time I
Yes.
actually do something.
Okay, yes,
Yes. Hold on.
Cool.
yeah,
Yeah, she did it for the new one.
yeah, you're good.
Okay, but now not the time to be quiet.
Huh?
Now's not the time to be quiet.
Oh. No. He's saying not to be quiet. Hi. Oh, welcome. Would you like some tea? Okay, great. It's in the kitchen if you want. You're welcome. It's your home too. I mean that.
I need that too with my house, yeah.
Hi. David, you make sure everybody has a place to sit. They can sit there at the back. We missed you girls last week. We missed you girls last week.
I know. I really want to make it a regular thing.
Good.
You know, we need this in our lives. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, good.
It's just the bathroom, so.
Come on, this place here. This place here. This place there. Hi. Hi, Heidi. Heidi. Is that how I pronounce? Heidi. How was your trip to Australia? I think. Oh, you didn't? You were going to, right? Oh, October. Got it. Good. Hello.
Hi, I'm Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. Nice to meet you. Oh, hi, Amar. Hey. Good. No, you're not. You're fine.
It's, like I said, we have some that are available. Either way.
You can sit. You can sit on the.
Oh, is this available?
Yeah, it is. Would you want to sit on the chairs, the back? You can try.
I'll try here then.
Sure.
Thank you.
Let me just move my phone. That would be important.
Why?
Hey guys, how's everybody? How's your week been? Everybody working on the meditation, right? Yeah? Good. That's great. So today we're going to do meditation, which is, we've recorded it a few months back, I think, The Conscious Observer. It's a powerful meditation, and I wanted to give you some idea behind it. Okay, so what is meditation? Meditation is when you turn your gaze inwards, you know? You start your journey within the final frontier, right? It is a transforming voyage within. You just go understanding and discovering yourself. And you find those diamonds that were always there in your pocket, but now you sort of find them because you've started this transforming journey within yourself. They were always there, those diamonds, but you didn't even know they existed. Now you start to discover. So the first stop of this journey is usually most meditators, all meditators, actually become very self-aware. They become very keenly aware of their thoughts, their actions, their behaviors. They start to recognize, and hopefully, when we start to become self-aware, we hope that we are not judgmental to ourselves. That's the key, guys. Because when you become self-aware, most of us end up being very harsh and critical as well. And that's where you are kind of moving away from the basics of meditation. You never judge yourself in a critical way, because that's stepping away from really discovering your true self. So if you recall the meditation we did, Who Are You? Meditation, you kind of get an idea of your power. And so you diminish your light when you judge yourself harshly. So the idea of becoming self-aware is not to judge yourself in a way that you're not able to heal yourself or progress. Okay, so that's the first stop in this journey of self-discovery, is you become self-aware, right? Then the second stop is you start to really ponder on this question, who am I? Who is this person? Okay? And the more you ponder and the more you meditate, and this meditation is actually a thousands of years old tradition, which will help you really discover and find this answer to who am I question. So when you start to question this who am I, let me tell you about what the wisdom traditions tell us about this I, right? So this I is I as in letter I, not eyes. This letter I is the experiencer, okay? So right now, for example, you're listening to me. You probably are also aware of this house. You're probably thinking of your lunch or dinner. So you're having an experience, okay? So I is that in which all experiences occur. That's the idea in our wisdom tradition. I is the experiencer in which all experiences of life happen. For example, your body, right? You had this body as a child, as a teenager, as an adult, as this person you are now. 10 minutes later, the body will change. So the body is also changing. It's kind of a process. It's an activity. You were young, and then you're an adult, and then we will get older. And so it's a ceaseless activity. It's transitory, okay? Same way as our mind, it comes with lots of emotions and thoughts which are changing. Same way as this world around us, it's also changing. We move to different places. So everything around us is changing, right? But you still have a sense of continuity, don't you? You still have this sense of continuity, even though you're moving from one experience to the other, when it comes to your body, when it comes to your mind, when it comes to the world around you. So what is this continuity? Who is making you notice or observe this continuity? That is who you are. You are that unchanging, timeless, eternal being that emanated from that universal consciousness itself. So you are unchanging. Things around you are moving, but you are not. So wisdom traditions say that the root cause of our suffering is that we identify with things that are transitory. Okay? We identify with the mind, with the body, and this world. But it's always changing on us. Anytime I feel, okay, now I got it all going together, it shifts. It keeps shifting, and then our cause of our troubles always begins. So meditation, and this meditation especially, will help you sort of recognize in a subtle, nuanced way that no, you are not changing. You are as still, and you will be able to rest in that awareness more often. Because most of the times we identify with our mind and our body. But the idea of this meditation is that try to rest in your consciousness, in your silent awareness, in the silent witness that you are. And this meditation is going to help you guide into that. And most of the traditions tell us to do that. The more we rest into our awareness or in our consciousness, it's very liberating, first of all. It's very transformative, but it's also very liberating because you're able to let go. So when people talk about let go, it's a hard concept. We understand it, but we don't really get it. What is it? Letting go is the ultimate surrender, but letting go means that you stop your identification with all these transitory things around you, with all these processes that are happening to you. So that is the ultimate letting go. So you let life unfold the way it is. And you could say, wait, how could I let life unfold if I have to make some important decisions? Yes, you can make those decisions, but try to center yourself, because most of our decisions come from our small mind, from this mind, which is a record of what I like, what I don't like. That's all. It's a record of what I like. And so it's going to give you those decisions based off of that. But perhaps the higher mind, which is really you, the consciousness, has a better and a deeper and a more efficient idea. But most of the time we don't give it a chance because we're so in tune with our mind. And so we just listen to this mind and just let go. But if we could just step back, center ourselves, and stop whatever we are thinking of doing, and let's see if the higher mind can come in and give me some of those intuitions. And then you make your decision. So that might be a better decision to make. So basically the idea is to not be in such a hurry about life all the time. Let life unfold. Just take it easy. That is the letting go. That is the surrender. And so this meditation is going to guide you to kind of understand that concept and to start living this concept. Any questions? None? What do you think? David, did you have something to say? I touched on everything. So there are a few techniques other than this meditation. So first is we do the mindfulness meditation, which is focusing on our breath. That is supposed to help us and guide us to recognize that you're an observer. You're not the breath, you're not your thoughts, you're not your body, but you're an observer. So that is one technique. The second technique, I think we discussed a few weeks back, is when you go for a walk or something, you can time yourself on your watch and, well, I'm not wearing a watch. Yeah, I don't know. So, you can time yourself. So what happens is whenever we see something or we are thinking, we have an inner commentary going. Oh, this person is walking. Oh, that person's feeling really cold. Just got very, jacket and boots and everything. Oh, the flowers are looking beautiful. I need to plant more flowers. Whatever. There is always an inner commentary going. And that is what keeps us away from our awareness, resting in our consciousness. So the exercise that you could do is to stop the commentary as soon as it comes for the next 30 minutes when you go for a walk. So as soon as a stream of consciousness comes, stream of thoughts after thoughts come, you stop it. So you look at things and places and people as they are, without the judgment that comes with it. Anything that we see or we think, we have a commentary, which is mostly judgmental, right? And so you just stop it. That helps you also be a better human being, and it helps people around you as well. But it also helps you stay in your awareness that you really are. So that is one. And then the third technique that I recently read upon, I did not know, it's actually used in psychotherapy a lot. It's called the observer's practice. And that is, when you are, say, you're going for a walk or you're doing something, and we always have this constant parade of thoughts, right? And so we're kidnapped by these thoughts. So what you do, if you have one thought, let's say you have 10 thoughts, you pick one thought and you repeat it. Okay? Just repeat it. It throws your mind in a flux. It's like what happens is suddenly everything stops because you just repeated that thought. And then after some time, you can pick another thought and repeat it again. And you will notice that you stop the constant parade of thoughts just by this activity. And they actually use it in psychotherapy. It's amazing. The people who are... So I actually did this on myself, right? No example. Like, let's say, I'm right now, okay? So, when are we going to start the meditation? So, for example, I said that. So I'm going to repeat that to myself. When am I going to start this meditation? It's going to be 45 minutes. Yeah, I think it's going to be 45 minutes. So you just repeat your thought to yourself. You just repeat it. And then it kind of stops the mind in its tracks. You see, what we are doing is also we're trying to train our mind. Our mind is this monkey that's just moving constantly. So we're training our mind to really start using it in an effective way. Because right now the mind is using us. So that's another therapeutic exercise that is used, is just repeat your thoughts. After every 5 minutes, just get into the habit of repeating, saying it again. And then you'll have a gap where there's really nothing. And that's where you want to stay. You really are the gap between your thoughts. You really are that. That is who you are. But unfortunately, our mind has kidnapped us. And it's just, we're just constantly running with these thoughts. But there's more to you than you think. What's that? Okay. So that is what, so these are the ways to stay in awareness, in being a silent witness, right? So number 1, being mindful of your breath. Number 2, this meditation, which is conscious observer. And the third is a psychotherapeutic exercise that I just mentioned. And the fourth, which is really powerful, is go for a walk, put a timer for 30 minutes and say, you know what, I'm just going to not have a commentary. I'm just going to keep going and seeing things as they are. What's that? Oh, Andrew. Yeah, of course. Yeah. All right. And then we can start. What's your question?
Well, so you were talking about the exercise when you're out walking. I don't remember you doing that in the walking meditation. Is that just something separate from the walking meditation?
It's just a solitary walk when you have... Oh, it's not a walking meditation. No.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it could be. That's more comfortable. Yes.
I know, we didn't get to do that. We missed that one of the few times that we didn't make it.
Yes.
I'm still like,
Yeah, we'll do it.
we'll do it again.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. There is a walking meditation as well that we did only one time. So we did it. You were there? Yes. She was there. So the one time that we did, we didn't tell people they were not ready for it, so they didn't have their headphones or anything, so it was just a little bit weird.
I think we did. I just think it was like too last minute and people weren't used to looking at the app.
Because you guys did tell us. I remember seeing that you
Right.
said bring your headphones.
Oh.
You did. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Amar, did you want to say something, add something? I felt like that you were seriously thinking. Did it make sense? How was Thailand? You went?
Great. Yes, it was amazing. I'm still in the jet lag mood, so that's
Okay.
You had mentioned, what was the name of that place that we could do retreats at? Or like the
Oh, Damiano, Saint Damiano. Did you guys look up into it?
I did look in, I did
Oh.
research the website and stuff. And I think that's something that we should
Consider?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
No, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Because I've never done anything like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a powerful place.
Yeah, I've never.
It's got some energy, all right. It's right here in Danville. Prospect Avenue, up on close to Danville downtown. It's up on a hill. Yeah.
The upper,
It's down. I don't know. Definitely not towards Alamo. It's just in Danville. Yeah. Yeah.
The train station, I mean, that's
Oh, yeah.
So that street, if you go straight up, that's the
Oh,
place.
yep,
That's my address.
nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
So we can start as soon as Andrew comes in.
So weird, today is the only day with rain.
Isn't it?
We had 80s all week. I mean, I'm just
Right?
like, is anybody else weirded out by that? Because I don't know why. I'm just like, I didn't believe it. When you sent the message, I was like, what rain? What are we talking about? So I looked at the forecast and I was like, well, I'll be darned.
Only today.
One day.
It's gonna rain, exactly today.
Right?
I think it was meant to be that you
Yeah.
guys come here. It's also very cold outside, right?
I had the nerve to be 80 something yesterday.
Think about how many times we've skated on the rain though. We've had rain like an hour before the meditation, and then we had sun during the meditation, then rain.
Yeah, we have been
That's happened to us a few times. So I guess we were just due this time.
That's true.
Lynn, this is your first time here?
Yes.
Okay, well, we should introduce ourselves.
So this is brand new.
Okay, great. I'm glad you made it. Oh, you? He,
I came with the bike.
oh my God.
It was raining hard.
Yes,
some of the
yes.
time. I mean, it was raining hard.
Do you want some tea or something?
Oh no, I'm fine now. I just got, like my gloves were so wet. I wrung them out like they were washcloth.
Do you have any questions? I just want to give him 5 minutes before we start.
Well, why don't we go around and just everybody can say their name for.
Oh yeah, let's do that for Lynn. I'm Barkha.
Hi, I'm Tanika.
I'm Susan.
Hi, my name is Annina. Nice to meet you.
Welcome, I'm Grant.
I'm Heidi.
Hi, I'm Harsh.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Angela.
I'm Biba. Nice to meet you.
I'm Esti. Nice to meet you.
There will be a test for you to repeat all the names.
I'll fail.
Hi, my name is Amr. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Paresh. Nice to meet you.
And I'm Bevy. Really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. You guys are so welcoming. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a good group.
I had a couple plant pots knock over this morning. I
Oh,
just
really?
left them because the wind is so strong in my area. No, I didn't cry, but I did mourn. I stood over, I had a little berm in the front yard. I was like, I could see her looking at us. Dirt knocked out. I was just like, oh, okay. I was like, did you shed a tear? Internally. But I'll fix it. She loves her plants, but they're beautiful. Last night I left the greenhouse door open so it was flapping and it was quite an affair. I thought somebody was like doing something in the yard, so I run out there and it's dark and it's just the wind, right? Yeah, the wind was so strong.
Oh yeah.
It was blowing things away. We need it though. I love the rain.
You want to turn on the lights? Oh, it's okay.
Okay. I said we're done with it. Oh, well, just ask. You want the chandelier?
Oh, echo? Turn off the chandelier.
Is that good? Anything else?
Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. And exhale with a sigh. Let's do it again. Inhale deeply. Exhale with a sigh. Take another deep breath, drawing the breath up from the base of your spine to the crown of your head, as though you're sucking fluid from a straw. And hold it at the crown of your head. And exhale. So let's do it again. Take a deep breath in from the base of your spine and to the top of your head. And hold it. Hold it. And let go. Let go. Let's do it again. A deep breath in, drawing from the base of your spine to the top of your head, and hold it. Hold it. And let go. Let go. Now relax. And as you breathe, allow yourself to soften and settle into a space of stillness. This moment is about you. Inhaling mindfully and being present in the here and now. Allow your body to soften and relax. Breathe into any space in your body that you hold tension. And with each breath, you're feeling more relaxed, falling deeper inside yourself. How do you feel emotionally? Where is your mind at? Is it wandering, or is it rested with the breath? Inhaling mindfully, becoming present with the here and now. See if you can observe your thoughts like drifting clouds in the sky without getting engaged with them. You are safe. You are anchored. You are loved. You are protected. Exhaling out, letting go of all that no longer serves you. Inhaling deeply, falling into a deeper connection with yourself. Observe where you most most easily detect your breath. You might feel it as it flows in and out of your nose. Or you feel the touch of your breath around your nostrils. Or on your upper lip. Wherever you can feel it most, settle your awareness there. Tracing your breath's journey. The in-breath that transforms into the out-breath. Be present with your breath. And when you notice yourself thinking, return to your breath without judgment. sinking into the pure bliss of simply being here. I invite you now to take a few moments to tune into the heart space. Bring your awareness to your heart. Your beautiful heart. Your courageous heart. And witness the heart open and soften with each breath. Witness the heart breathing itself. On each inhale, the chest expands. And on each exhale, it softens and liberates any negative energy. See if you can surrender your need to control and allow yourself to flow as life unfolds. perhaps you sink even further into the peace and tranquility of this moment. You might sense a sense of lightness washing over you, or an expanded presence that wasn't there before. Tune into this expansion. You might even release a sigh in your next exhale. And from this place of lightness and presence, see what you want to embody today. It might be a continued sense of inner peace. It might be gratitude. It might be love for yourself and your life. reminding yourself that you are a consciousness, a silent witness, and being the observer. As you rest in your awareness, perhaps you can communicate to the divine that is around you and the force that loves you so much. Ask the divine to make you more aware of its presence when it walks beside you and holds your hand. May you become aware of this loving force in every choice, in every breath you take today. And if your mind wanders, remember to come back to your breath. Finally, draw your hands to your heart. And silently repeat these words. Peace begins within. Peace begins within. Peace begins within. your eyes. To love, light, and letting go. Namaste. Anybody wants to say anything can, please.
That was a different meditation for me. Super energizing for some reason. Usually I'm drained when I'm coming out of these meditations because it goes so deep and it just brings up these emotions. But that one was interesting how I was actually, I don't know what it was. I was able to actually really stay inside and just really watch my mind doing its thing. My legs were killing me because I was folded, but I'm like, that's just my body in pain, right? And I was able to really just really separate myself from the physical and just really, it was really interesting to watch that. And as I was coming out of it, I'm like, gosh, that actually feels really good. I was like more energized than I have been coming out of these meditations. So it was very cool. Very cool. Yeah.
Your voice is super transporting. So for me, the meditation took me almost inside my brain, like I was observing my brain, and I'm thinking, what is that? What is that? And it was white and, it literally my brain, and I've never had a meditation like that before. But also too, itching here, fidgeting here, but I didn't. I stayed with it because your voice is so transporting. You put me right into a state of mindlessness almost. Yeah. So thank you. Is it on? Anybody?
I cry like almost every meditation. I don't even know why I wear makeup anymore. Like you, Paresh, like this was one of my favorite. I think Biba and I had told you that before, but I was gone. I was gone. I was not here anymore. And I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie Get Out. But remember when he was in the sunken place?
He just went down.
And it's a movie where this lady, she puts him into this sunken place and they show it, and it's like he's sitting there and he's looking up and the rest of the world is out there, but he's observing it from down there. And everything
really
else is
wild.
black around him. But he sees them and interact, you know what I mean? But he's in this sunken place, that's what they call it. But it reminded me of that, but not in a negative way.
Not in the get out kind of way.
Not in the get out kind of way, right. That's what I'm saying. Right. No, not in that kind of way, but it was more of like a positive thing, like, wow, I'm literally like sitting back and observing the thoughts, observing them. Like I imagine myself laying on the deck of a lake for some reason. And then every thought, just a cloud went by, and I was like, yeah, you know. So you know, it was one of those kind of deals. So, thank you. Anybody else?
Thank you for your voice and everything. It calms me down, and the stress that I went through it this past week in my work, it comes down. And I try to use your voice, your vocabulary at my work, you know, give that reflection to my staff, with my colleagues, and I try to calm them down. And I see that reflection on them, and I'm so grateful. And I'm, you know, I'm reading my books too on the side, and that really helps me, you know, in my life, my own life, and at my work. That half of my life is at my work. You know, if you believe it or not, we're living there, and it's amazing. And I was thinking that I'm so blessed that I'm in this group, and I'm looking forward to go to that restaurant with you guys. And it's so, I'm blessed to be here.
Well, thank you for that meditation. That was probably one of the deepest experiences I've had, like, along with what everyone else is saying. I got to this point where I got lost. Like, I got to a point where I could go to this headspace, but I went kind of beyond that, and then kind of came back to that other space and had to figure out where I was for a sec. So it was very good. Thank you. And it was very grounding. Yes, I feel a lot more re-energized and after that one. Thank you.
Sorry, I take this back. So I feel like I'm a really bad student here, but am I the only one that this music gives me makes me melancholic and sad? I was not totally, I wasn't floating, or but did it work for me today? I'm sorry. Feel really bad about it. Is it okay? Of course. I hope it's okay for you guys.
You know, it's one of these days, like in the morning, like, should I go? I don't feel well. Nothing is going to change. I will still not feel well. But every time I come, being here with everyone and doing the meditation, it helps me getting away from whatever thoughts I've been trapped in, etc. So it's a reminder about the power of meditation. So thank you for that. Yeah, thank you.
I'm just curious as far as today's meditation versus other. How is it different from before, just hearing the feedback?
I think it was less guided, like it was more internal, where sometimes there's more verbiage that is kind of directing the message for the day. This one is, for me anyway, I felt it was more internal.
It is, yeah.
Okay, so you change it up, or?
Oh, yeah, change, like,
Yes.
I think, are you asking, like, is it the same one or is it different?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
It's different. So what we do is we briefly discuss the concept, because you want to understand what you're going to work on during your meditation. And so I always say, hold it in your head, whatever you're working on, and then practice it through your breath during the meditation. And then, the end process would be live it, embody it in display it in your life. So that's the full process. So we discuss it, then we meditate on it, and then hopefully we're able to embody it as well. So that completes the process. So today was the concept of being an observer.
Perfect day for me too, so.
Yeah, exactly.
So thank you so much.
Yep. I think Andrew.
How long was that? Because it seemed to go very quickly.
42 minutes.
Wow, it just went so quickly. It really went quickly.
With people, that's how it works, right?
And I do know what you mean by about that melancholiness, but I also just heard it sort of as if I was like at a symphony hall and it was just a solo instrument playing for a moment there. And yes, it has kind of a melancholy, but it also just was just sort of just beautiful. Yeah.
I was actually going to compliment music because usually that kind of helped me with the spirit, just kind of just floating around. Like that music was perfect for it. So.
I know. This music kind of reminds me of Arabian Nights.
Yes.
It's got a very, very lilting theme. And yes, it could be, you could put it either way. But I find it very relaxing.
We've been through kind of a journey with this music. We went from not liking it to liking it to loving it to.
I feel that music is like takes you wherever your mind is. Like it can be elevating, but then if you are a little bit already in trouble, it can make you like more sad.
Definitely.
It takes you either
Very
way.
powerful energy.
Yes.
Angry, you listen to like hard rock, right? It's gonna get you up and make you more angry.
Yeah, I know. You know, my teacher would ask us all once, do you have a soul? So let me ask you that. Do you have a soul?
Yes.
So when I also said the same thing, yes, and he said no. You have a body. You are a soul. So that was the understanding about this meditation as well. So stop thinking of yourself that you're just having a physical experience. So I thought that was pretty cool, the way he just jolted me out of it.
Yeah, I like this one. It's one of my faves.
Yeah.
It helps me to kind of like mind myself too. I deal with a lot of people, as you know,
Oh yeah.
with all different
Do
personalities.
it.
I am the conscious observer now.
Yay.
It helps. It helps me kind of just not take things personally when they're acting out.
Right.
I can say, you know what, that has nothing to do with me. It has to do with them. Before I used to I think that subconsciously I would take it personal. And I find myself not doing that as often. I'm able to separate the act
Right.
from the person and yada yada. So
That's pretty good.
yeah, less reactive. I think with meditation as a whole, less
Yes.
reactive.
Yes.
I give people a lot more grace
Yes.
when they're maybe not behaving as I like. Instead of putting like a connotation to it, they're doing this to me. You know what I mean? Because that's just how it's received when somebody does something, right? To you. But now I realize most times it has nothing to do with me. Don't make it about me. It's still happening. I still don't like it.
Good.
But it's, it's not me. So I remove myself from it. Right, you're not as important in this as you think. Yeah, exactly. It's humbling. It's good to know.
I have the same feeling, I work with, different people, and I feel that as if, it's not me. And I realize that don't judge.
It helps you see the positive in them.
And they have issues. They have medical and they have mental issues.
Right.
And then after that, I realized that. And I said, okay, so calm down, girl.
Yeah. You're not doing it to ruin your day, you know?
Well, they're not. They're not doing it to ruin your
Wake up
day.
this morning, I'm gonna ruin Susan's day.
Yeah, I get up, I tell my colleagues, we are superwomen. And no negative in my life, not in my office.
This helps to empathize and be kind to people when you look at them that way as opposed to somebody doing something. For me anyway, I'll respond. If I feel attacked, I'm gonna respond. Right? Like, rah. But, well, just, in general, right? Like, how dare you? How dare you? But now I realize it's not about me. There's something happening within them. Don't make it also be happening to myself. So, yeah.
Good point. Forget.
It used to be so hard before.
Yeah.
Like, I have coworkers that I look at now and I think to myself, that used to be me. You know what I mean?
Cold
Like,
and ridiculous.
and
Yeah.
they're very judgmental of our clients and they have a preconceived notion about them based off what they look like or based off what they've done. And I just kind of think like that, I didn't realize I wasn't as judgmental as some of my coworkers, but like they have this preconceived notion, a bias about someone just by the way that they look, and I don't feel like that, so I just recognize that internally you're like, no, no grace for you. But then you realize, I'm just being honest. Yes. We all have stuff, right? But now it's kind of like, no, believing the best in them brings out the best in myself. So it's still for selfish reasons, that I'm doing it, but it's better. It's better overall.
Anyway,
I can be brutally honest.
it's a good trait. So Sangeeta, who couldn't make it today, said, Barkha, today's meditation was very emotional for me. I cried throughout. I was surrendering my guilt, my flaws, my scars, my insecurities. This one meditation that scrubbed and cleansed the soul, sweeping away the impurities and negativity. I am glad we did this. My wounds are exposed. I'm feeling vulnerable, but this is important. And then Dr. Anita said, we enjoyed the meeting. It was very beautiful and relaxing for her. So, yeah, so we got some comments from online.
I think the main point is that
I think pretty much everybody's dropped off now. We have 11 folks on.
right. Oh, wow. So like I said earlier, right, we have to remember that the first stop in this journey in meditation is being self-aware, but self-aware not in a way to be judgmental and harsh to yourself. Because then how do you really heal that part of you if you're judging it so much? How do you take care of that? How do you fix that part of you if you're judging it so giving yourself that self-abuse? So we have to really constantly, because we're really hard on ourselves. Like what Abiba said, she's got all this compassion for others. We also do, some of us, most of us, but do we have that same level for ourselves? And I think we need to cultivate that. Because if we don't, then we are not going to get anywhere. It's not. We're just going to keep going in this vicious circle. So we have to be really kind to ourselves.
I do have one question from online. It is, how can you amend your destiny by meditation? As per Indian philosophy, destiny has already been written.
Wow.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't
No.
And then it says even karma can't change destiny.
Well, written doesn't mean it cannot be changed.
Destinies change all the time. There's so many probabilities. Like,
I think
that's a deeper conversation.
it is a really good question. If you think about it, it's a pretty deep question, right? Yeah, it's a pretty good question. Based on what I know, and I could be off, right? So I'm just speaking off the cuff right now. But what I know, that we definitely have some karmic patterns. We have a karmic patterns that is our conditioning from, they say from previous lives, from our parents, from society. So we come with these conditionings. So we have all these layers upon us that we don't even recognize, right? Our culture, our race, our roots, whatever, so much. And our parents, they also they put a spell on us too, right? Yeah, they do. So we keep on responding or reacting to life based on all this conditioning. And so that is why they call it karmic, they call it karma. So if karma is already destined, karma is destiny. So then how do you change it? Well, this is how you change it. You become aware of your patterns. The minute you become aware, you start to dissolve them. And we are not aware, so we keep reinforcing them. But when we become aware, we certainly dissolve them. And then the second thing that I do know for a fact is when you meditate, you bring grace in your life. You will bring grace in your life. That's the whole beauty of meditation. And so you might still have to go through challenges in your life, but when grace steps in, it somehow seems easier. I shouldn't use the word easier. It's more gentle on you. When grace steps in, the challenge is still there, the struggle is there, but it's gentler. Because you've figured out how strong you are, you're able to handle it better. And secondly, you have a better understanding of your connection with your divinity as well. So it changes. It's definitely a changed paradigm, for certain, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe certain events are destined to happen. How we react to it is our choice.
Yes, yes, exactly.
And I think this is where meditation helps.
He said it. The man speaketh.
Could you
Very well said.
repeat your sentence again?
Yeah, could you repeat?
Certain events are destined to happen, and maybe you cannot change that because
Yeah.
it's not something you control.
Yeah, you can't
But how
control
we react to it is definitely our choice.
Yes.
That changes the
There you go.
Absolutely.
That'll change the outcome.
Yeah.
I think we collectively answered that question.
You know, the idea of karma and reincarnation is that you're put here to learn from the experiences that these experiences in our lives are ones that we've chosen or ones that we're meant to experience. And so it's whether or not we suffer through it or we learn from it.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity yesterday to observe myself not reacting.
Oh,
Beautiful.
And because I have had identity theft, and I said, no, don't react. Just call, do what you need to do. It'll all resolve itself. Or you can freak out. And I chose not to freak out. Yeah.
I know.
And it was a conscious effort for me to say, I have two ways of handling this.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, and I just let that one go and decided,
And I think all it starts with you, inside
Exactly.
you.
Right.
You have to change yourself. It's you about you. Then then you can change other people.
No.
Regardless. So it's you that you could change. You could change the environment. And when I come to my own environment at work, I become positive to myself and others.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff going on, like nonstop. I observe it. So I bring that positive place, and I observe that from other colleagues too. That makes me really happy. That
Yeah.
reflection.
Myself as well, but it was odd
Make it
because
every day.
when I got this notice, I thought, oh, I can either get really upset about this or I can just
Yes.
handle it.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that first option wasn't even an option.
And that's the
Yeah.
task. This is the task, and that's the action.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
your responsibility. And each day you have that task. You're learning that task each day.
But I
It's a
tell you
daily
what,
task.
probably 10 years ago, I would have reacted.
Yes. Yes.
What time is it anyhow?
Well, it's 11:40. We'll leave in 10 minutes. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
So I got one more question or comment from Niraj. He feels that that meditation is only to help him conquer. The only benefit of meditation is concentration. And I think that anyway, what's your response to that?
Wow, you're really putting me on a spot. No. Concentration, yes, of course. But we've discussed so many other things, right? Yeah.
So I'm going to ask him just to tune in to the ongoing meditation series.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Harsh is very quiet. Do you want to say something, Harsh?
No, I'm just contemplating that. Firstly, the meditation was good for me in the sense that it gave me a lot of peace and calm.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Also the ability to detach, right? But I was also, whenever thoughts were coming, I was trying to kind of dissociate them and said, he is thinking that, separating myself from that. And I tried that today. I think it worked for me till some extent, kind of just distancing myself because I did have thoughts from time to time and saying, so trying to do that. And I think that worked for me. But I mean, at the end of it, I received, I emerged from the meditation in a very calm space. So I was very happy with that.
Good. Yeah, that's really good. I think we spend too much of our energy is consumed when we always identify with the mind and body, because the mind is always trying to manipulate us, right? And so connecting it to our higher selves is actually very energizing. That is why some of you felt the meditation is energizing. Meditation is supposed to energize you sometimes, yeah, most times. But anyway. Please, yeah.
concentration. That is one of